Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be starting our Summerween Readathon. It's a week/month long of reading spooky thriller books over the summer and generally just cultivating spooky summer vibes. Let's talk about all of the books that I hope to read during this readathon. This is the book that I actually think I'm going to start this readathon with. This is Looking Glass Sound by Katrina Ward. I don't know if that's the actual pronunciation. This book is set partially in New York as well as a coastal Maine town. All I really know is this book is about an author named Wilder Harlow and his experience in this town while a murderer is running loose. So can we talk about how gorgeous this cover is? I love the imagery and how it kind of looks like a skull. I think that was the point, but I am so excited to start with this book. The next book I have is the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. I have never picked up a Grady Hendrix book. There are a couple on my TBR that I want to get a hold of, but I've heard really good things about this one and I felt like it was a really good Summerween read. This book is about a Southern mom who joins a true crime book club and they end up slaying vampires. I don't know where the vampires come into this story, but I do know it's set during the summertime and things set in the South feel very summery because it's always hot there. Then I have Goosebumps House of Shivers, Scariest Book Ever by R.L. Stine. I really wanted to pick up an R.L. Stine book during this readathon. I used to love Goosebumps books when I was in elementary school, so I wanted to read one for this vlog just for the nostalgia. It's not going to be the most scary book that I've read or the most spooky book, but I think it'll be a super fast-paced read and really get me into the spooky Summerween vibe. I also have two more books that I'm hoping to pick up from the library. So that's Overgrowth by Mira Grant. I've heard amazing things about this one. Then I also have Hidden Pictures by Jason something. I forgot the last name. So hopefully those are gonna come in during this readathon, but we'll see. So there are the books that I'm hoping to read during this readathon. Let's get into some reading. Morning everyone, today is Monday. I am currently about 100 pages into Looking Glass Sound and I'm loving it so far. I think that this was the perfect pick to start my Summerween Readathon on. This book is definitely different than I thought it was going to be. I knew that we were going to be following our main character, Wilder, who is a writer, but the entirety of what I've read so far has been Wilder in the past. We only see 2 summers before tragedy strikes and one of Wilder's best friends at this cottage is accused of murder alongside his father. It's really just Wilder's perspective of what happened during those summers, becoming friends with Harper and Nat, as well as finding out what happened. Not only have there been multiple drownings every year in this small coastal town, but there's also the legend of the Dagger Man, who breaks into these coastal homes and takes Polaroid pictures of children with daggers over their faces. So definitely a creepy setup, but we are watching as Wilder starts to figure out what's going on and that this local myth might not be a myth at all. I'm currently on page 174 and I feel like we are getting to the kind of turning point of the story, but now we are getting the perspective of someone new in the story, and from what I can sense, something is amiss here. Something with this character is going down, so I'm so excited to see what this reveal is, and we're only like halfway through the book, so I don't know what's going on. Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. I have a little bit of a reading update for you all today. First off, I have officially finished my first book of this Summerween Readathon, and that is Looking Glass Sound by Katrina Ward. I really do feel like this was the perfect book to start this readathon off on. I was so intrigued by what was going on in this book, and I really wanted to keep reading to know more. The last 30 pages of this book had me absolutely on the edge of my seat, wanting to know what was going on. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, obviously, because if you're interested in reading it, I definitely think that you should give this book a go. It is the perfect Summerween read. So first book of this readathon completely checked off. Now I've actually already started this book, but I have begun reading Stephen King's The Mist. I'm about 50% of the way through it, and I'm enjoying it so far. Not as much as I was enjoying Looking Glass Sound, but it's definitely interesting. Following our main character David and his son Billy and his wife Steph as they go through this terrible storm at their lake house in Maine. After the storm strikes, there seems to be this mist that rolls through town, and currently we are seeing Billy and David become stuck at a supermarket because of this mist. I honestly can't believe that I'm already like 50% of the way through it. I only sat and read for about an hour after I finished Looking Glass Sound. Definitely a quick read, and I'll keep you guys updated as to what I think when I finish it. And I think I'm hopefully gonna watch the movie tomorrow night or the night after, so we'll see. Hi everyone, it's Wednesday. I honestly haven't really done that much reading. As you saw from the clips before, I went to the library this morning. I also got my nails done. So it is currently Wednesday afternoon, but I thought that I would take you guys to the pool with me and do some reading. But first, I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to put in my pool reading bag. This bag is just this mesh one that I got when I was in Hawaii a couple of years ago. I love bringing it to the pool and throwing all my stuff in it. Obviously, the most important thing that I'm bringing is what I'm going to read. So I'm currently still halfway through Stephen King's The Mist, but this is a super quick read, and I don't know how long I'm planning on being at the pool, so I'm going to bring this as well as the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, because I think this is the next book that I want to read for my readathon. So both of these are going to come with us. The next most important thing is obviously sunscreen. The UV is actually pretty high today. I already put some face sunscreen on, but I'm going to bring it, as well as I'm going to put some body sunscreen on when I get to the pool, so these are coming. Next, we just have my sunglasses. I have a little essentials bag. It looks like a little library card, and inside I've just got meds like ibuprofen, Kleenex, lip balm, some band-aids, and my headphones. Then I'm going to bring a little snack. I already had lunch today, but in case I get a little snacky, we're gonna bring some goldfish, and then I've got a Poppy chilling in the freezer that I'm gonna bring with me as a fun drink. Someone decided they want to be a part of the video. Hi. Have you guys met Cosmo? If you could see his tail right here, this is Cosmo. This is Cosmo. He does not like being held, but he's my baby. It's currently a little bit later. I just got back from the pool, I showered, and I actually did end up finishing Stephen King's The Mist. I didn't start a new book while I was at the pool. I just finished this one and then I came home, but I want to talk to you guys about this book. I have not read many of Stephen King's books. The only horror book of his that I've read is Misery, because I buddy read it with my best friend. So I was excited to try out a horror book of his, but unfortunately, I don't think this one was exactly my type. I didn't think it was bad by any means. I definitely enjoyed it. It was a fast-paced read. It was interesting. It was definitely a little bit spooky, but I was kind of hoping for more. Like, I wanted to be a little bit more scared and on the edge of my seat. And I didn't feel like I got that from this book. Where I started today was David and Billy, so a father and son, stuck in a supermarket because of this supernatural mist that has come into town. They're stuck with a bunch of different people, which are coping with this incident in very different ways. But I did enjoy it, so I think I ended up giving it like a 3 stars. It wasn't terrible by any means, but I was hoping for a little bit more. That is 2 books off my Summerween Readathon finished. I was going to start the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, but I was watching a TikTok earlier and someone recommended a book called Hampton Heights, a cryptid book with like Scooby-Doo vibes, and I was like, I'm sad, I need to read this book. So I actually requested it from the library. So I think that I'm gonna go pick it up because it's actually available today. So I think I'm gonna go pick it up. Did I already go to the library once today? Yes. Am I going to go to the library again today? Yes. Like I said before, the TBR at the beginning of this video is a very rough idea of what I was going to read. I am super surprised that I've already finished 2 books because that's a lot for me in just a couple days span, but we're just trying to cultivate the Summerween vibes out here. So I'll keep you guys updated with what comes next. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. To be honest, I didn't really read at all yesterday. I had a shift at the public library, which you saw. I was just a substitute librarian for the afternoon, but I didn't really get any reading done. So it's currently Friday morning. I have decided to start a new book called Hampton Heights, One Harrowing Night in the Most Haunted Neighborhood in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I've started reading it. It's not set in the summertime, but it does seem really interesting and kind of campy, so I'm excited to do some reading today. Hi guys, happy Monday morning. This weekend has not gone at all how I planned it to. I did end up finishing Hampton Heights and I enjoyed it. It wasn't my favorite thing that I've read. I definitely still think Looking Glass Sound has been the best book I've read during this readathon, but I did really enjoy this one. It's set in Wisconsin during the winter, which I didn't realize when I first picked it up. Someone recommended it as a Summerween book, but it's not set in the summer. But I didn't get too pressed about it and decided to keep reading, and I enjoyed it. I definitely think I'm gonna give it like a 3 stars. It definitely had those very campy, nostalgic, Scooby-Doo-esque vibes. We're following 6 different middle schoolers as they survey a local neighborhood, Hampton Heights, and all of the mysterious creatures that live there. And we get to see a little snapshot of the boys' lives and them coming to terms with different things. One group of boys is really focused on race. Another is focused on gender and sexuality. So definitely an interesting read, but not my favorite, and definitely not a Summerween type read. Oh, sorry. I don't know if you heard that, but Jasper just fell. What? Come here. He's crying. But that makes a total of 3 books that I've read during this readathon. I do think, even though it's Monday morning and I started this vlog last Monday, I do think that I'm going to end this vlog off on reading Goosebumps House of Shivers because I do really want to read a nostalgic Summerween book. I doubt that this is going to actually take me that long. I have the full day free today, so I think I'm going to be able to finish this no problem. But yeah, oh, Cosmo made an appearance. There's my older baby. There's my handsome gentleman. So I definitely think I'm gonna be able to finish this one today. So let's finish this reading vlog off on a bang. Hello everybody, we are finally at the end of the Summerween Readathon. I read 4 different books and I definitely think that out of all of them, Looking Glass Sound is definitely my favorite that I read, and I think my least favorite is probably going to be The Mist by Stephen King. Honestly though, I had so much fun reading all 4 of these books. I'm honestly really proud of myself for actually even reading 4 books in 1 week. I usually average about 2 books a week, so this is amazing for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this readathon. Definitely let me know in the comments down below what's on your Summerween TBR, and I'll see you soon with a new video.